To an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First and 10, here's Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Murray took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Running is Swift. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
DeAndre Swift.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Murray's picked off near the 32. Well, remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the 50-yard line.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
41-yard
And to give this time to the tailback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing, Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Jones, off play action. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Daniel Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Good. Makes the score Falcons 7, Lions nothing.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
46-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Falcons 7, Lions nothing.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray, now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Here's Swift. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. steps away to his left. He'll run it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
5-yard line.
Here's Murray. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
To number 80.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
2nd and 6.
Shotgun now for Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
19, Tiger. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. 57.
From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. Finding Gabriel, complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tracy Walker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked them up.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Jones.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, Jones. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Daniel Jones.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Back at the 30-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones, open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
At the 9-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Back to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeout?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Take over first.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
From the gun, Jones. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
That's good.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going to give this time to the tailback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 14. Joey Sly set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
12 at the 42-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
8-yard line.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Second down.
Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Murray to throw. Throwing deep for Golladay. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Murray. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. They'll look to set up his blockers. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. First throw of overtime for Murray. Dancing to his left. Throwing deep for Golladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly.
This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Falcons, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.